All right, this is part two of module three. And what we're going to do is talk about ands and ors. I want to find out if the person filled the number of positions higher than their quota and their yearly revenue was met. If both of those are true, both of those things happened, the bonus is going to say true. That's called an and. Both of these have to be true. The filled has to be higher than the quota and they met their target. If both are not true, it will say false here. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm clicking in L3. I'm going to go to the logical button in the formulas, logical, choose and. I'm going to move this down a little bit so I can see what I'm working on. And I want to see if J3 is greater than or equal to K3 and I3 equals quote MET, end the quote. If I choose OK, it just said false because that was not the case. I did not meet all the qualifications. I'm dragging that down. You see that I have two of them that is true. This row right here, it was met, the target was met, and their filled positions was higher than their quota. So that's how an and works. An or would have been if either of those would have been met, it would have said true. The next page 3-8 is how to round. So they want us to auto sum the yearly revenue and average it and put it right here. So I'm going to go up here to auto sum, choose hang on, yeah, choose average, and then choose this column right here, the yearly average revenue, and I'm just going to hit the check mark, and that did it. So it's 122,636.4. We don't want to have any decimal places. So there is a function called round. If I click up here in the formula bar, between the equals and the A, and I'm going to type RO, and it comes up, and there's round right there. I'm going to click on it, double click on it actually, and out here at the end, I want it to be comma 0 because that's how many decimal places I wanted. If I wanted 4 decimal places, I would have put 4 decimal places out here, but I want 0. So there it is. I go ahead and hit the check mark. And if you look down here, it is now 122,636. It rounded it. The next thing is a function called count. It wants to know how many different companies we have, and it's actually a count A. I could count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way down there, but I want to do it with a statistical function. I'm going to more functions, statistical, scroll down to count A, and it wants to know what cells I want to know from here to here, and choose OK. And it said there were 10 offices involved there. So that's what was on 310. The last thing I'm going to do in this lesson, I know there's a few more pages, but I want to show how to do a date function, and I figure you can work through the rest of it your own. I really do suggest that you go through these uh, modules. This book is really good and walks you through step by step and not count solely on what I'm showing you here. Anyway, on 312, it says click in cell A2, and I'm going to go to the formulas tab and choose date and time, and I'm going to choose today and click OK. And what that does is it puts today's date in there. If I pull this spreadsheet up a week from now, it will be that date in there. Where if I would have just typed 1/26/2020, whatever the date would be, it would have always been that same thing.